EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Carolina Panthers. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. They go play action. Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Cousins. He's got his man on the crossing route. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
To the air again, it's Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it's second down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack, but that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 42 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Working with a 2nd and 3. They'll throw again. Cousins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. This is caught. Touchdown! An 11-yard touchdown. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
Let's roll. Let's go get it now. It's all like popcorn. Come on, let's rock and roll. Like popcorn. Bring it. Leave it all out here. Don't give them nothing. Don't give them nothing. Let's go, guys. Again, we got to get it done as a group. We got to be Let's go, baby. We're supposed to catch that, baby. That's how we eat. Hey, what we got? Let's go. Hey, let's go. This is where you step. Right here, baby. Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing. Let's go, baby. Let's get something going.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And the Panthers coming out now. On 1st and 10, Young. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 8 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Young on 3rd and 2. Open here, Adam Thielen. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. That is caught by Thielen. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. But give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a 1st down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has. And if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. 14 yards. And the Panthers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Defensively, didn't seem like anybody had eyes on the quarterback, and he took advantage.
So you think that maybe we're seeing some pretty good instincts for a young guy? Because that's the thing you worry about. Coming out of college, you're used to getting away with just about anything you want to do. You're just superior. Here, he has to read it, figure it out, and know when it's time to go.
Let's go, guys. Ready to get it on right now? Let's go. Let's be perfect. Dig down block now. Once again, we got to get up there as a group. Oh, you ain't seen like that. Let's go now. Let's go. Let's be smart. Let's go. Get to the start.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Keneduagu now out of his end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there. That was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Cousins to throw it. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Play fake. Cousins. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Let's roll. It's something to do, baby. You ready to roll?
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Cousins on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Osborne. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And complete right side to Cook. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
They'll run for it. Cook. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Cook will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Let's go get it now. That's right. Let's say it to the whistle. Let's have some fun. Let's get something going. Let's do this, man. Here we go. Let's play now, baby. Let's play. Oh, he's ridiculous.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, is swapping that onus back and forth.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
On 3rd and 1, here's Young. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a 1st down.
Off the play fake, Young. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll throw again. Young toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus...
Kevin O'Connell clearly unhappy with that call, and he's thrown that red challenge flag out on the field. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Another run with Sanders. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. Looking to throw, Young. And it's caught. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. Sanders is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Throwing again on second down. Cousins. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Throw caught there by Osborne. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. To throw again on second down. Cousins swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
First down. Here's Cousins. Looking sideline, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Cousins. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Cousins. And that is incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
4th down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph from Minnesota. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. The kick by Joseph is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
Let's go, fellas. Come on, man. Rock and roll. Let's play. Let's get this thing, baby. Let's do this, man. Let's beat rock and roll, baby. Come on now. This is your game, baby. Let's ride, dog. Let's go, yo. It's game time.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded right around the 8. He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Panther offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Young now. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this won't get there, won't be on line either. It's no good, off to the right. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Second half will start with a run by Sanders. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Sanders. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Young to throw it. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now a first down throw for Young. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage, Young. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Cousins now to throw on first down.
Open man is Osborne. He's got him. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Second down and 3.
Now Cousins.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick.
And the Panthers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Following the interception, Young to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
Young's throw here on target to Hurst. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 31.
47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Now Young. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And an official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DJ Chark, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Panthers have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. In racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
And now out comes Minnesota.
So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are, but what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Play fake. Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook.
Finding room at midfield.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Former first-rounder Derek Brown living up to the billing on that stop.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he used his quickness to make a play.
Second down, they go right back to Cook.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Cousins.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Cousins.
And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers, but in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Here's Cousins. And he'll just get rid of it.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt.
Joseph's got it.
And that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
It's all like popcorn. Come on now. It's all like popcorn. Let's go get it now. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's do this, man. Let's go. Let's have some fun. Let's get something going now. Come on, baby. You ready to roll? Let's go, baby. Here we go.
So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit, because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have
That's
a
right.
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead.
Let's get him. Go get him now. He's going to catch that. Let's go. Come on with it, man. All day, baby. All day. Let's go, fellas. Let's go to work. Let's rock and roll. That's what I'm talking about. Ride together, baby. Ride together. Do your thing. Do your thing, baby. Hey, what we got? It's showtime, baby. Every day. Let's do what we do every day. Get him going, baby. It's game time. It's all right, baby. That's right, baby. Play it to the whistle. I'm ready for it, boys. Let's rock and roll, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's have some.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Back to it after the pick six. Young. Sanders has it over the middle. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Young will set to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
53 yards on the ground for him so far.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. To throw, Young. That's caught over the middle by Hurst.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On 1st and 10, Young. It's caught by Sanders.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle him for just a short gain.
It's a second down run with Sanders. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now here's Young. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23. The third down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A give running left. It's Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Young on third down. And once again, this is Sanders. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. That'll give them 8 that time, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
Going for it with Sanders. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
Add that one to the good run tally right there. He's been strong throughout this game, and there's no reason to suggest he's going to slow down in the 4th quarter at all. And that's exactly what they need him to do. Keep churning out first downs.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Nothing open downfield, they went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back, see if you can make someone miss in the open field.
2nd and goal from the 1. Young. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Young. Eluding the pressure right. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. We've seen this already from him in this game. 2nd time he's into the end zone with a rushing touchdown.
So the head coach is going to have a meeting with the owner this week. You know why? He's got to let the owner know, I know you wrote the check for his arm, but we're going to make him a part of our running game too. This guy can do it all. Let's see where he takes us.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
On second down, it's Cook again.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, into overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the first throw in overtime for Young. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now a first throw here in overtime. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Dean Lowry, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush, because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well done by the defense. They did their job here in overtime.
Boy, did they ever, because now it's 4th and really long. So if you do decide to go for it, people think you might be a little bit on the nut side, don't they? But guess what? If I did decide to go for it, something deep. I'd throw a deep pass and hope that the defense didn't remember to just knock it down. If they intercept it, it's almost like a great punt and helps out your defense with field position.
Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. Cousins gives way to Cook. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Cousins now. And Cook has it, left side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If he makes someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? Anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
And here's Ryan Wright now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They start on the ground here at Sanders. 75 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
First and 10, Young. His throw incomplete. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a first down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up. But in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. That's the tight end Hurst with it. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Now Young. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. This is a big spot for a rookie QB, and overtime's kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is, and we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing this at such a high level so early. But overtime, that's an entirely different animal, and he's handling it well.
Yeah, starting to put together a nice drive. Young's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Young to throw. Connecting here with Shark on the out route. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now a timeout called for by the offense. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. So it'll all come down to the right foot of Eddie Pinheiro. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Panthers have won the football game. Well, Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.